James and the Bootlace. The next morning, the back controller spoke silvery to James. If you can't behave, I shall take away your red coat and I'll have you painted blue. So James didn't like that at all. He was very rough with the coaches as he brought them to the platform. And the coaches grumbled on good time. Stop grumbling! Come on! And James snorted into the station with the coaches. Grumbling after him, James was cross that morning. Gordon never fetched his own coaches, and he was only painted blue. Where I, red splendid engine like me, should never fetch his own coaches. And he puffed and snorted round to the front of the train and backed onto it with a rude bump. But the coaches, that was told bad. And no one came near James. He felt very lonely. I'll show him. They think Gordon is the only engine who can pull coaches. Then the guard blew his whistle. And James started off with a tremendous jerk. Come on. And off he went with the coaches squeaking and groaning. They went over the point and out onto the open line. The coaches didn't like it. And indeed, the coaches were going so fast they swayed from side to side. James laughed and tried to go faster, but the coaches wouldn't let him. We're going to stop. And they stopped. James was very worried. He said to his driver, What's the matter, huh? You might ask. The brakes are there's a leak in the pipe. Most likely you banged the coaches enough to make a leak in anything. The garden driver got down and looked at the brake pipes all along the train. At last they found a hole where the rough treatment had made a joint work loose. The guard said, Well, shall we mend it? James' driver thought for a moment. We'll do with newspapers and a leather bootlace. Wow, where's the bootlace coming from? He hasn't got one. Well, we'll ask the passengers. So the guard made everyone get out. Has anyone got a leather bootlace? Please. But they all said, No. Except one man in a bowler hat called Jeremiah Jobling, who tried to hide his feet. And the guard said, You have a leather bootlace? And I see, sir. Give it to me. And Jeremiah Jobling said, No, I won't. Well, I'm afraid, sir. I'm very much afraid that this train will have to stop where it is and it'll be your fault. And the passengers all told Jeremiah Jobling what a mean man he was. And at last he gave his laces to the driver. Tied a pad of newspaper tightly around the hole. Just was able to pull the train very gently. But it sat on wiser James. And he took care never to bump coaches again.